Duncan's got pumpkin. If anybody's a pumpkin fan, Duncan has pumpkin. And it is the best day of my life to date for this year so far. What is this onion looking thing on the top of my head? Roll with it. Hey guys, it's Kelsey. Welcome back to my channel, aka The Happy Hobbit. Today I'm going to be doing another book tag, kind of like my first video. That was a tag. I just felt like it flowed really easy and it was fun. I really liked it. So I figured I would do another one as my second video. And this time I'm going to be doing the Would You Rather book tag. This was originated by RayKayBooks, so I want to give her credit somewhere. So here we go. Would you rather read only trilogies or standalones? I think definitely a trilogy. I would rather have something to look forward to after one book ends. I think sometimes in a trilogy, it gradually creates a world that you can slowly fall into, that you kind of fall in love with, and you get to know this world. And I feel like to have that be over in one book would be sad. So I would much rather read trilogies. Would you rather read only male or female authors? What? I feel like that's like a broken question. Like, I'm gonna cheat because I'm not picking one, because how could you pick me male male or female to read for the rest of your life? Let's put it this way. You could only read J.K. Rowling or Rick Riordan. One or the other. Like, you could never experience both. One or the other. That's my answer. You can't. You just can't. I'm cheating. Both. Would you rather shop Barnes & Noble or Amazon? Barnes & Noble, 100%. I'm not much of an online shopper to begin with. I don't like waiting for things. I'm an impatient human being. I would rather, go somewhere and leave with it right then and there. And especially when books come into play, you know that feeling that I'm talking about when you walk into a place that has books. There is nothing better than walking into Barnes & Noble, in my opinion, and being surrounded, well, not only by books, but by people who also want to be surrounded by books for the most part. There's always that kid that's being dragged there for his summer reading list. I remember going before I was like really in love with reading, and I had to get like an SAT prep book. That sucked. But now that I'm older and I have matured a little bit, I love going in there and knowing that there are a majority of people in there for the same reason as me, which is to be around books and to buy books and to read books. Even if it's not like one-on-one interaction, I think I love that it's like a silent shopping experience, knowing it's like, I can see in your mind, I know we're the same. It's kind of like that, like, there's people that are sharing that same passion, hopefully, and that's kind of what it's like on BookTube, I think. Except we're like pretty vocal about it, otherwise we wouldn't be making videos about it. Would you rather that all books become movies or TV shows? This is kind of a weird question because I feel like sometimes they should be neither. Sometimes they should be left as what they are in their bookish perfection, words on a page. I guess if I had to pick maybe a movie, I like the dramatic elements of movies. I actually have several movie soundtrack stations on my Pandora. So I really like elements that go into movies and the production and I think very deeply about those things sometimes. TV shows, not as much. I don't watch a heck of a lot of TV. So movies. Would you rather read 5 pages per day or 5 books per week? 5 books per week, because if you read 5 pages per day, sure, you'd get a lot of other things done, but you wouldn't get much reading done. So 5 books per week. Would you rather be a professional reviewer or a professional author? That's hard. Why am I stressing about this question? I guess I would rather be a professional author. I think with a book reviewer, you're going to review things that you love and you're going to review things that you don't like. and you kind of have to, well, hopefully be honest about those things, and sometimes you might have to give a negative review. But if you're the author, I don't think authors write about things that they dislike. They usually, or I think, write about things that they're passionate about and create things that they're proud of. So I would rather be the author creating those things and not really caring about what somebody has to say about it, because it's my book. Would you rather only read your top 20 favorite books over and over again, or always read new ones that you haven't read before? Probably read new ones that I haven't read before. The ones that I've read are very near and dear to me and I love them so much, but I know what's going to happen and I know the outcomes and I know the characters and conflict resolutions, all those things. But with new books, you don't necessarily know that. So I think having to read new ones, you'd always get that element of surprise. Would you rather be a librarian or a bookseller? I'd rather be a bookseller. I think maybe it's because I'm so rooted in retail that kind of runs in me a little bit already, but I like talking to people about things that I'm passionate about, and I think that through passion, it's not even really selling. It's just, sharing, and somebody else just might be inspired by it and buy it, or whatever it is you're selling. But with books, can you imagine just like talking about your favorite books all day and having somebody be like, yeah, I'll take it. And you're like, really? You want to be part of this world? I want to be where the bookish people are. I want to see them reading. I think I'd rather be a bookseller and not so much a librarian. I can really only think of one librarian in my life, and that was my high school librarian. She was cool. Would you rather only read your favorite genres or every genre except your favorite? My favorites. Sure, you might discover other things, which I'm always down for, but if I couldn't read my YA fantasy fictions, why am I reading? That's what I enjoy. That's what I like. That's what triggers all of these bookish things in my head that gets me excited about reading. So why would I want to read anything other than what's my favorite if I had to choose? We're not choosing here, but if I had to choose, I'd choose to read my favorites. The last question is, would you rather only read physical books or ebooks? Physical books, that's a no-brainer. I can't imagine, I'm looking around this room and I'm like, book, 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 book. A lot more books behind this thing. There's more books over there. If you didn't have that physical book to open and page turn and to kind of fall in love with the art on the cover, I don't know, that's important stuff to me. And don't even tell me that you haven't smelled a book. I know you have. I know I have. And it is one of the best smells in the world. So with an ebook, you don't get that. I get the convenience of them, especially if you can read on the go. I haven't really mastered that yet, so I only have one ebook, maybe 3 ebooks, let's be real. But a true hardback, paperback, whatever back is always going to trump an ebook for me, because books. So that was all of the questions for the Would You Rather book tag. I wasn't necessarily tagged. No, I wasn't tagged for this video. I just found it online and thought it was interesting. So I just kind of took it upon myself and did it. But I am going to tag 3 people that I think might like this tag or would want to do this tag. And those 3 people are Kristen's Library, My Novel Treasures, and Live with Books. I really enjoy their channels. I've only interacted with them a few times since I've started on BookTube, which was 4 days ago. But I think that they're wonderful, and I would love to see them do this tag. Thank you guys for watching yet another book tag. I'm trying to think up another idea for a video, and I think it's going to be an unboxing of something if it ever gets here. I want to do an unboxing on camera for a bookish subscription box, and I'm excited to show you which one, again, if it arrives before I have to go back to work. Anyway, that's my next idea. So hopefully I will see you on my next video. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this book tag, give it a thumbs up, give it a comment, do something if you liked it. If you didn't, that's okay. Hopefully I will see you in my next video. Thanks again, and bye!